Divorced Dad Diaries Day 405, and I'm making lolly slice again, sort of. You'll see what I mean in about a minute. But we're starting off using these malto milk biscuits that someone in my last lolly cake video suggested. I'm going to chuck those into a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to think about something that frustrates me, like how I've been to the cinema probably a dozen times in the last 400 or so days, and I still cannot get past the fact that, that the cashiers, they say, enjoy your movie, and I say, you too. I've done it probably half a dozen times at this point. Although I think I went a bit too hard because I accidentally broke the bag. But anyway, it's fine. I just clean my bench. We'll just get that into the bowl. Make sure to stay hydrated. It is hard work after all. Now, I'm also not going to put butter in this one because someone also mentioned that they don't use butter in their recipe. So we're going to give that a go. I've still got half a tin of sweetened condensed milk from last time I made this lolly cake. So we're going to use that. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a mild mix because I'm going to mix it a bit more afterwards once I've got out my marshmallows. Because yes, someone also suggested, a couple people suggested actually, using marshmallows instead of Explorer lollies. I bought the good brand of marshmallows and I hadn't tried them in a while, so I thought I'd try one. And then I was like, that was really good, so maybe I should try a second one just to to be safe. And that one was also very good too. From there, I'm chopping them in half and chucking them into the recipe. My intention was to chuck the whole bag in there, but I may have ended up eating another couple, but it's fine. Now all I got to do is combine those three ingredients, and this is where things started to go a bit awry. I think the issue here is that I bought these expensive soft marshmallows instead of buying like cheap baking ones that are more firm, because I noticed that as I was mixing everything, I was kind of like mushing the marshmallows, and sort of like they were almost combining into the mixture. It was at this point that I started to get the feeling that maybe I wasn't making lolly cake anymore. I was making like an entirely new third thing. Not sure why I jumped to three. Second thing, an entirely new thing. Decided I would keep going anyway, so we're going to bring out the Glad wrap. I'm going to chuck the lolly cake into there. I'm going to roll it out into a log. But you can sort of see it in this clip, how some of the marshmallow has really combined with the cookies. This almost reminds me of what do you call it? The rice bubble marshmallow. I really can't remember what that slice is called, but I haven't made it in such a long time. Mum used to make it. Maybe I should get a recipe off her. But we're going to push ahead. I'm going to chuck that in the fridge regardless, and we'll see how it turns out. Right, so it has been 1 to 12 hours, and we'll see how this feels, eh? I'm not going to try it while it's cold, just because I usually eat it at room temperature anyway. I keep my goods stored in the pantry. And at that point, I think it'll be a really good test of the texture without the butter and the marshmallows and stuff like that. Also, my big chopping board is in the washing machine. No? It's in the dishwasher. So I'm just going to make do with this little one for now. Look at that. It's like veins of marshmallow. I've forgotten to put coconut on it, I just realised. This really is just like a whole new thing, isn't it? Do I do it at this point? I'm gonna do it. Right, roll it. Maybe. Oh god. Just stick it on, I guess. This is amateur hour with Divorced Dad Diaries. Oh, Jesus. It's not gonna stick because it's cold. Oh well, whatever. I've now just made a huge mess. Let's just get this chopped. Just the lolly cake. I'm not chopped. I swear. Now's finally the time to try it. I'll pick this piece because it looks like it's got a good mix. The colour's a lot different with these biscuits. This is completely different. Something about it feels denser. I think it's the biscuits. The lack of butter. Yeah, you certainly don't need it if you want to do this cheaper. I think I'd probably still add it just because it adds a little bit of something else. Especially if you're using standard butter, it adds a little bit of saltiness. I think I'll definitely be using these biscuits again. These are good. Marshmallow though, I do think I need to be using baking marshmallows so they sort of hold their shape and more like a traditional lolly cake. These are really good though. Every time I get a bite of marshmallow and get that soft, fluffy texture that comes through, it's actually really good. I quite like this actually. Is it a lolly cake? I don't know, it doesn't feel like a lolly cake to me, but whatever it is, it's good. Sometimes that's all that matters. And I'm going to have another piece. And I will catch you on the flip side.